What's going on, everybody? Another pod review, Refining Fire Chiles. Another good pod. Back to the Scotch Bonnet. Seen a couple different names of the Scotch Bonnet come up. Not surprisingly, as old as it is and been around so long, there's going to be lots of them. This one here, Scotch Bonnet TFM. Not much info. It's a Scotch bonnet, and it's a delicious Scotch bonnet tap that was found in Trenton Farmers Market in New Jersey. So Trenton's Farmers Market, that's what TFM is. So if you're from New Jersey, you might know what it is. We're just gonna cut in this guy. Not really much oil and all that. Yeah, it's not super hot. I mean, you can see it's got some nice oil in there. Let's eat it. This one is pretty juicy. You can see the oils in the skin. It is juicy. That's one thing I noticed about it. It's a nice juicy pod. Still got that nice Scotch bonnet flavor, obviously. I've seen other. You can see my other Scotch bonnet videos. I just did one with the MOA. Someone was coming up the other day about the tastes about it and what's hotter, what's tastes better, whatever. My opinion is that they all taste very similar. There's probably a little bit of a difference, but when you taste a Scotch bonnet, you know it's a Scotch bonnet. I mean, if someone just gave me if I closed my eyes and ate one, I know what it is. If someone gave me a habanero, most likely I know what it is. Same thing with a 7-pot. They just have a distinctive flavor and smell. And it's the same thing. And as for the Scotch bonnets, they all taste very similar. So it would probably be up to you to decide. You probably have to grow all of them. I think he has 3 or 4 different Scotch bonnet types on his website in Refining Fire Chiles. But if it was me, what I'm going to do next year, because I grow them every year, Scotch bonnet, and if only a few of them came out. I had a bad growing season, but in the past they are prophylactic. They grow a lot of. It's been a pepper that's been around for a long time, so it's stand the test of time. You can say it's been able to be very stable. So you're going to see a lot of pods from the different from the plants. You know, now the MOA, Ministry of Agriculture, is it's something that's they try to put together, and they're doing this thing where it's the only one that's. It's actually right here. That's the other one, MOA. It's one of the official Scotch bonnet types grown for sauces in Jamaica. So I think that's a cool thing, and it's been around for a few years now, the MOA. But they've been talking about it, but over there they've been probably doing it for years. So I personally, I'm gonna order the MOA plants or seeds or whatever, most likely plants. So that would be my opinion on all the Scotch bonnet varieties. Now, of course, you got chocolate Scotch bonnets, and you got reds, and you got all these different mixtures and all that. But I'm talking about the straight-up Scotch bonnet, the orange ones like you just seen here. Also, the texture might be a little bit different, too. You might be interested in texture and what it looks like. I'll get on his site and look at the pictures. I think this is good. It's got a nice, fruitful flavor. Very fruity. But they don't last too long in refrigerators. And that's usually the Capsaicin chinins just don't. But as far as the Capsaicin chinins family, these are one of the best tasting peppers in the world. I love them. They've got a nice flavor. The Jamaicans use them for all their jerk and all their stuff. It's very, very popular in the Caribbean, especially Jamaica. Sauce you can make with them. There's so many different things. You could eat it like this. You could even make poppers if you really wanted to. You probably could eat too many, or you'd have to really eat one at it slowly. But they are delicious. But they don't last long in the refrigerator, so you do got to use them pretty quick. That's just the capsaicin Chinense family. That's the way it is. Like a jalapeno, they can last 6 weeks in the refrigerator. I've seen it done before. These guys, 2 weeks, you're pushing it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and comment below. Any questions, put it in there, or comments. And thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Don't want to take too much of your time. Love this pepper. Later.